Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the dusty filings of corporations and pull out the juicy bits. Today we're looking at something that sounds super technical, but it's actually about a big shift for a crypto investment fund. Stick around because this one's got a bit of a twist. Before we dive in, if you dig getting straight to the point with these kinds of reports, hit that subscribe button. And hey, we've got a fantastic community over on Discord where we break down these filings even further. The link is in the description below, so come join us. So what is the big news? A crypto index fund is changing its stripes, aiming to become a more accessible traded product. We're looking at a report filed with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or CC. This tells us the formal stuff a company has to report when big changes are happening. It looks like the Bitwise 10 crypto index fund is gearing up for a significant transformation. They're essentially changing from what they are now to something called an exchange traded fund. Or ETF, think of it like rebranding a product to make it easier for everyday investors to buy and sell. This filing is dated the 4th of December 2025, and it's all about events that happened right around then. The main reason for this report is a change in the fund's name and its structure. They are officially changing their name from the Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund to the Bitwise 10 Crypto Index ETF. This isn't just a name change, though it's part of a larger plan to become a fully fledged exchange traded product. The company is incorporated in Delaware, which is pretty common, and these numbers here are just registration details. Nothing too exciting for us, but important for the official record. Their main operations are based out of San Francisco, and here is their contact number, though we won't be calling them. This part is a bit of a formality. It's asking if this report is also meant to cover other types of disclosures like written communications or solicitation materials. For this particular filing, it looks like they are not using those other provisions. Now, this is interesting. The company is checking the box to say they are an emerging growth company. This means they can take advantage of some flexibility in how they report their financial information, especially when it comes to new accounting standards. It's a way for newer or smaller companies to ease into some of the more complex reporting rules. This section signals that there is a significant agreement in place. In this case, it relates to the changes we've already touched on. This is where the main action is. The company is officially amending its governing documents to reflect this big change. On the 3rd of December 2025, they filed a Certificate of Amendment to their trusts, Certificate of Trust with the State of Delaware. This formally changed the name of the entity. On top of the name change, the fund's sponsor, Bitwise Investment Advisors, and its trustee got together and basically rewrote the rulebook for the trust. This new agreement, called the First Amended and Restated Trust Agreement, updates the original one from May 2020. This revised agreement becomes official when the fund's shares are listed and start trading on an exchange. The first key change in this new trust agreement is, as we've discussed, to officially reflect the new name. The second major set of changes are those needed for it to operate as an exchange-traded product. This includes things like how they calculate and pay management fees, which are the fees charged to run the fund. It also gives the fund the ability to create and redeem its shares with what are called authorized participants. Basically, these are big players like investment banks who can create or redeem large blocks of fund shares by exchanging them for the underlying assets or cash. This is a crucial mechanism for exchange-traded funds to keep their share price in line with the value of the assets they hold. This section covers any other significant happenings. The big news here is about the expected listing of the fund shares. Potentially the most exciting part for investors, the fund is expected to start trading on an exchange, a big one called the NYSE Arca under the new ticker symbol Bitwise. This is slated for around the 9th of December 2025, assuming all regulatory approvals go through. Once this happens, they'll likely stop being quoted on the OTCQX Best Market, which is a less regulated over-the-counter market. And here is a crucial disclaimer. They are saying there is no guarantee this will happen exactly on their planned schedule, or even at all. This is standard language to manage expectations, but it highlights that there are still hurdles to clear. This is where they list the documents that support the information in this report. This refers to the actual text of the new trust agreement we talked about earlier. It's considered Exhibit 3.1 and is also available in another filing. And this is the document that formally changed the trust name, also referenced in another filing. This last exhibit is for the electronic filing system, making the report searchable by computers. The report is officially signed off on the 4th of December 2025. And here we have the signature and name of the person authorizing this filing on behalf of the company. Paul Fusaro, in his role as Chief Operating Officer and Secretary for Bitwise Investment Advisors, LLC, the sponsor, is signing off. The name is Paul Fusaro. His title is Chief Operating Officer and Secretary. The asterisk notes that because the registrant is a trust, This filing is made on its behalf by the sponsor, Bitwise Investment Advisors, LLC, and Paul Fusaro is signing as an authorized officer of the sponsor. So, what's the big picture here? Bitwise is taking a significant step to make its Bitwise 10 crypto index fund more accessible. By converting to an exchange-traded fund, or ETF, they're aiming to simplify how investors can access a basket of the top 10 cryptocurrencies. This means potentially easier trading, better price transparency, and the ability to buy or sell the fund like any other stock. The name change and revised trust agreements are the legal plumbing to make this happen. The key takeaway is the intended listing on an exchange under the ticker BIT around the 9th of December. This move could open the door for more mainstream adoption of crypto index investing. However, it is always important to remember that crypto is a volatile asset class and ETFs, while offering more structure, still carry that underlying risk. Additionally, the disclaimer about the listing not being guaranteed is a crucial reminder that these things can sometimes hit unexpected roadblocks. The company's strategy here seems to be about bridging the gap between traditional finance and digital assets. By creating an ETF, they're hoping to attract investors who might be hesitant to directly buy and custody cryptocurrencies, but are interested in the potential upside of the crypto market. The potential for this to become a widely traded product is a significant opportunity. The main risk, as always with crypto, is market volatility and potential regulatory changes that could impact the underlying assets or the ETF structure itself. In conclusion, this filing is all about a functional metamorphosis for the Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund. Transitioning into a Bitwise 10 Crypto Index ETF, it's a move that aims to democratize access to the crypto market through a familiar investment vehicle. While the path to listing has its uncertainties, the intention is clear: to become a more prominent player in the ETF landscape. Alright, that is our breakdown of this crypto fund's big transition. What is your take on this move towards crypto ETF? Do you think it is a positive step for the market? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of finance and business. Join our Discord community to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.